Hey everyone, this is Kimmie. I am Mama on a mission, and today I have a garbage bag full of clothes. If you follow my channel, you know that there's a certain thrift store that I go to, and that's how they give you your items, is they throw it all in a giant trash bag. So I have a haul video from that thrift store for you guys today. This is from like 2 weeks ago. So I kind of peeked in there quick, but I don't know a lot of what's in there. So that'll be fun. Sometimes it's like second Christmas when you go through a bag, and hopefully it was a good haul where I was making good reseller choices. If you are new, I am a 14-year online reseller. I've been doing this a long time. I primarily sell clothing, and that's been my jam for many, many years. But occasionally I'll throw in other things. Of course, shoes and accessories are also in there, but you know, every once in a while I'll throw in something different. But I'm going to show you guys what I picked up at the thrift store and why I picked it up and what I think it's going to sell for, and a little bit of commentary in there along the way. I just got done with my shipping, so you can see some of those packages back there. That's kind of like my staging area. My office is in a basement, so it's not the most glamorous area ever, but it is mine and I love it, and I am happy to do what I do. You guys know that. So here we go. I'm going to open up this giant garbage bag full of clothing and see what I picked up this day to flip for a profit on eBay, Poshmark, or Depop. I haven't been mentioning Mercari much. Mercari's like dead for me. So look at this giant bag. I hate swiveling to the side. Ugh, what a terrible view. I'm just going to start picking. So this day, the purple tags were half off. Now here, actually, a little bit into the story, this is just one of the thrift stores that's in my rotation. I go like once or twice a month. I remember going and finding a ton of this particular brand that I flip all the time, but I had a hard time choosing. I could have started an entire store of this brand. Here, I'll just show you. It's one of my bread and butter. Logo Lori Goldstein. There were like dozens of Logo Lori Goldstein. So either someone like stopped loving this brand, maybe they lost weight or gained weight or something, because there was like, I don't know, there could have been 100 pieces. So when I went several weeks ago, I had to really be very specific on the items that I chose, because most of the pricing was $6.99, $7.99. I normally don't like to pay that much up for these items. My Lori Goldstein logo items go around $25 plus or minus. Sometimes I'll get 30, sometimes I'll get 22, but it's a very solid plus size pickup that I've been picking up for many years. So way back then, I had to be very specific about the items I picked up, and I know I've already sold at least 3 or 4 of them within just a few weeks. I know a couple of them are already gone. So this, when I went in there and I realized it was still purple tag, my thrifter brain went ding. Oh my gosh, I think all of those Lori Goldstein items were purple tag, and sure enough they were. So I do have quite a bit of Why do I keep saying that? Logo Lori Goldstein. This is a very solid bread and butter. It has a pretty good sell-through rate in the plus size. Although I do okay. Every once in a while I'll pick up a regular size in this brand, and it still does well. So most of the pieces, this was $5.99, half off. I paid $3. And I expect to get $25 to $30 for each of these items. Logo Lori Goldstein. And I was still selective. I still left about half of it there. I went with pieces that had more stackable features, which I'll show you. So I really love this. This is a tunic. So it has a nice long line, long length, which is a positive right off the bat. It buttons up the front. This gray and white stripe is a very classic stripe design, especially for going into spring. And it had this pretty lace detail. So all those things, this is a size 3X, which is a great logo size. For all of those reasons, I picked this up. I'm definitely going to put $29 on this. I might even go $35 because of all the different features. It's polyester and rayon. So it's long line or tunic length, longer length, all those things. Buttons up the front, lace accent, very classic striped print, 3X. For all of those reasons, that one is a really cute piece. So I might go 35 on that and see where I land, because I do have offers on all of my items. That is just the strategy in my shop. Now this one was $6.99, so half off is $3.50. This is the Logo Lavish line. She has a lot of different lines. See the big LOGO? Logo Lavish, Logo Lounge, Logo Lori Goldstein. She's one of those brands that has several different, obviously the Lavish is what you would think it is. They are usually a little bit more glamorous pieces, maybe for dress up, or they have sequins or all these different details. And again, this is a really pretty piece, especially for spring, this like peachy color. It has this beautiful like embroidery. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. I will put in, you know, some of those keywords. This is peasant. This is boho, bohemian. But a lot of times, honestly, with my logo, Lori Goldstein and plus size, I normally don't put a whole lot of keywords in there because the items just sell on its own, which is the nice thing. If you're in the right price range and you've stacked a few of your reasons to pick it up, you really won't have much problem, you know, selling these. Again, button up the front. I think this is about a 3/4 sleeve, but usually the 3/4 and long sleeve go better for me. There's probably going to be more in here. I don't even know. What do I got here? I don't want to bore you with all Lori Goldstein or logo brand, but I did pick up a lot. Here's another $6.99 Logo 3X. This is a lightweight cardigan. I loved this purple color for spring. It's long. This is almost a duster. This is like a really long kimono. You know, it's not really kimono because it's not lightweight. It is a knit material. It is a light cardigan, perfect for spring. The color is stunning. This again is going to be 29 to 35. I'm probably going to start these in the 35. Slouchy pockets, long length, pretty color. You know, that's another solid piece. This was $3 again with the logo. I love the two-tone color, perfect for spring and summer. This is what, you know, this is a stretchy jersey knit material, which is also very appealing to, plus I love jersey knit or liquid knit or stretchy, very soft, smooth. A lot of plus size ladies love that type of material, including me. This is a vintage piece, Y2K. I do a lot of style. I don't do a lot of style-based pieces, but I do like finding style-based pieces. This was half off. The brand, it really doesn't matter. It's like an older flamingo. That's how you know it's like Y2K. They had like the funniest random brands. This is all Y2K, you guys, with the animal print, the baby doll style. It is like a peplum. I will put all of those keywords in there. Vintage Y2K, baby doll, or even like almost like a sweetheart neckline, an empire waist with the peplum. Just a very classic, you know, a lot of my Y2K. Here's that paper tag. Made in USA. Made in USA. I'll put all those keywords in there. All, you know, a lot of my Y2K style-based pickups go in the $20 to $25 range. And I do find that on Depop, I do a little bit better with my Y2K items. Another Lori Goldstein. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of this. A beautiful tie-dye, though. Tie-dye, obviously, in spring and summer comes back. Liquid knit, all those things. The tanks are probably going to go on the lower side of that, like more of a $20 range, because it's not as much of a substantial piece. But since we are going into summer, I thought the timing was right. Here's another substantial piece from Logo. This one's $3.50. You're like, get over the Lori Logo Goldstein full zip. That shark bite hem there at the bottom. See how it kind of like U's around? Women also love that because it gives you a little bit more coverage on the hips or on the waistline. This is also very soft. I'm sure it's a jersey knit, like a rayon spandex blend. Some kind of modal or lyocell. I'm not going to bore you with it. So very, very solid. It is nice to get those like solid pieces. You just know like right away. Because a lot of times I'm sitting in the thrift store and I'm like, okay, you want to check the sell-through rate. You want to see how many are listed. Has anybody sold this item? And you're just like, boop, boop, boop. I like when I can be like, oh, Lori Goldstein? Oh yeah, that's a 25 all day for me. And then I don't have to think about it so much. This is a really cute vintage. I've shown you guys some kids items. I don't do a ton with kids. Look how cute this plaid is. Vintage bibs especially do well in the kids items. Especially if you find something that has a little bit more, like just not your plain bibs, right? Which you'll still do okay. But if you have details like this, plaids, some kind of print, some kind of embroidery, or the railroad ones, which are the white and blue stripes, all of those things usually can add a little bit more money value for you. If you check the tag and it's a vintage tag, paper tag, or it says union made, even more money. You know, stack those reasons. This tag is old and washed out. Does it say made in USA? Size 18 months. This one's a hard one. Woo, my old eyes, I can't really see. 100% cotton. Anyways, super cute. These vintage bibs, Oshkosh, especially with a little bit more detail, it's an easy $20. If you get something unique, even more. You guys remember, not long ago, I sold a pair of bibs for $122. Oh my gosh, I loved this. I couldn't leave this behind. I believe this is vintage Disney store. I'm guessing it's Y2K, just based on, and it's made in Hong Kong. Half off, $3.50. Okay. Is this Dopey? What one is this guy? So it's a Disney button-up shirt. It says large. The buttons are on the right, so I believe that is a men's shirt. Look it's like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Such a really cute design, just a button up. I do okay with Disney stuff. The market is really saturated. I look for vintage items, and especially if they have like cool graphics like this, not just like, oh, it says Disney on the front. If it's themed like this, especially like the original Cinderella, Pocahontas, all of those things. This is just so cute. So I paid $3.50. This is a $20 to $25, and if you know me, that's like my bread and butter. You know, I take anywhere between $2, $4, and I turn it into $20 or $25 over and over and over again. Especially if I'm at the bins, which I do go to a couple times a month typically, then I'm taking items that are typically only $1 and flipping them for $20, $25 over and over. And that's just my business model. It does not obviously have to be your business model. You know, everyone has their own strategy. That's just the way I do things. This is a vintage St. Croy. I was surprised this is half off because this is kind of like a funky Argyle polo shirt. It was $9, but it's half off, so I paid $4.50. St. Croy, see the Argyle print? We're going into that season, spring, summer. One of the reasons why I picked it up. If this was full price, I wouldn't have picked this up. Although St. Croy is a decent brand. The sell-through was okay. This is made in the USA, cotton blend. I will put all those keywords in there. Golf, tennis, pickleball. Sometimes I even put in things like country club, the Argyle print, you know, polo. I might even put like grandpa core in there because it does give me some grandpa vibes. I believe the solds were in the 25 to 30 for that polo. Oh, that's just a fuzzy right there. Okay. What is this? I like this print. Oh, here we go. Half off. So this was sitting in the thrift store. If it's a half off tag, right, they rotate them every week. I'm assuming this was sitting there for 3 to 4 weeks then. It's a Ralph Lauren XL 100% cotton fabric. Here's your pony. I liked the style of this. This gives me Y2K vintage vibes. I am not a Ralph Lauren expert, although I used to be. When I first started 14 years ago, I did do a lot in Ralph Lauren. I stopped picking it up as much, and then I came back to it. It's very popular right now. Again, I don't think it ever like went out of style. I just think the market got saturated, so I stopped picking it up. And a lot of these are going for $25-ish. I follow quite a few other resellers, and just your classic button-ups, you know, not a purple label or not a special label. This is like your classic blue Ralph Lauren tag. They're going for like $25. But I do like the stripe, so that might add value to it. I am not sure. But Ralph Lauren, 25 bucks. Am I going to bore you with another logo item? Yeah. 3X, paid $3.50. Another like cardigan. These will, I don't know. What do you guys call these? Like when it's not a heavy cardigan, but it's like a layering piece for like spring. Slouchy pockets, output cardigan, open front cardigan sweater, but it's more of like a jersey knit. It's something more for like spring, fall, even summer, like, you know, that transitional period where you don't want to wear something heavy, but you don't want to wear something super light. Now, I'm actually going to try this on myself, but comps were really good. The brand is Big Mac, and surprisingly, there must be some kind of following for this. It's workwear. This size is an XLT tall, which I do need talls, and it's a pearl snap button-down shirt. So the brand actually had a following. These nice pearl snap. It's an XLT, which is a great size. Look at this detail in the pocket. So I paid up for this because I was going to try it on as just like a slouchy, like, you know, in like spring and summer when you just need something to throw over your shoulders. I was going to try it on, but they had $12.99 on this, so they must have really thought it was something special. Half off, of course, then is like $6.50 I paid for this. I only paid that much because I was going to give myself a shot to try it on and see if I like it. However, the solds were still like $25 to $35 on this Big Mac denim jean workwear shirt, pearl snaps, long sleeves, equestrian. This definitely, you could go the work route, or you could even go like equestrian, western with the pearl snaps. Put all those things in there. Again, that's a 25 to 30 if it doesn't fit me. Really nice with all those snaps and everything. A great piece there. Now this was another half off. You know, it kind of surprises me that some of these items sit there for that long. This is a brand new with tags, Timberland. Now, that brand is not fantastic. $70 price tag. I paid $4.50. And I'll tell you why I picked them up. We're going into hiking, camping, fishing, boating season. And there's a huge uptick for looking for utility or nylon pants. And this is a perfect example of what you guys should be looking for. This says convertible pant, Timberland, outdoor performance. A lot of people will look up performance outerwear. Okay, so put that into your title or your description. Transformable, there's all this information. So this is great. These are convertible, transformable. There's zippers here, so you can turn this pant into a short. So imagine you're out hiking in the mountains. You start in the morning, it's cold, and by noon you're at the top of a mountain and you're hot. You can unzip these pants and stuff them in your hiking bag. Okay, camping, hiking, utility. If they are nylon, which these feel like nylon, 100% nylon, put that in there as well. This says holiday of 07. So this is actually Y2K, and actually there's a huge style, you know, that is wanting Y2K like cargo pocket pants. This is a win all around, guys. And then there's even a zipper at the bottom. Huge win. I'm gonna put this $30 to $40 is where I'm gonna be at with these. The size is 33, 32, which is a great size. New with tags, utility, all those things. Right now, be on the lookout for that for like the next month or two. Utility nylon pants for hiking, camping, fishing, boating, outdoors, all the gardening, you know, all those things. Oh, I almost forgot. So another thing that was in this shop was a ton of elegant dresses. We were headed towards prom, event season, balls, all those things, and I was having a hard time. I wanted to try one of them. I'm talking dozens of elegant pieces. And I am not an expert at elegant, real fancy pieces. But I gave this one a shot. Half off. They had $28.99 on this. So I paid $14 for this brand new with tags elegant dress. Here's the brand. The brand was okay. Alice, A-L-Y-C-E. Still with the tags on it. Color black, size 4, which, is a smaller size. However, if you're going to try to sell this for like prom, homecoming, any of those things, the 4 is okay because your customer base is typically going to be younger women, high schoolers and stuff. And they usually are in that size. But look at this. This is a long maxi. So there was a ton of options. I went with the classic black because I also am going to try to market this to the fairy goth crowd who loves this style. But I'm also going to put prom. Look at this thing is covered in little boppy sequins, full length maxi dress with, a very feminine detail here. This goes up like this. So I'm giving it a shot. $14, you guys. That's a lot for me. I was like sweating bullets, which is weird because I've been doing this for so long. Like, what's $14? Give it a shot. Like, this is a brand new with tag. So when I found some of these dresses, they're $300 to $400 dresses, brand new. Now you're not going to get that, obviously. And, there was a lot listed, and that was also my worry was that there was a lot listed. And I'll put on all these details, full length maxi. I'll mark it fairy goth, but also elegant, fancy, formal, prom. And if it sits for a little bit, then you might be also marketing to like homecoming. Very, very nice. It's a stunning piece. Absolutely. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I got to relook at the comps. I'm hoping I'm going to get around at least $50. I paid $14. So I think I'm going to start in the $70, $80, $90 range and see what happens. Brand new dress though. Original retails $300 to $400. My concern was that there were a lot of listings, and that means the market is saturated, and people only need an elegant dress for like one event, right? So we'll see how that does. This is right here in front, so I might as well just do this. This is half off. Another vintage Y2K item made in USA. O'Share. Have no idea. A lot of these 90s Y2K brands, I have no idea. Half off, $2.50. This isn't as much of a Y2K piece that I would normally pick up. The color is bright. I'm gonna put in like boho festival hippie. It has this really nice floral print, and it's like lacy. Some of it is lined, some of it is not. So I will put all that, even maybe like equestrian, country, if you're going to a country concert, or you're a cowgirl. And then of course add in the made in the USA vintage Y2K. A lot of times made in the USA is more of like the 90s rather than the Y2K, but that's kind of how I'll sell that. It was half off. I paid $250, right? Is that what I just said? You guys notice my mom brain is just terrible. I can't remember anything these days. But I'm going to put that, like a lot of my other Y2K items, I'll put it in the $25 range. So if I sell it at $20, then my profit is still going to be at least $15 because I only paid $2.50. What is this? Oh, this is a pair of Levi's, right? Yeah. Levi's, I just sold a similar pair to this. Levi's, this is an older style based on the tag. Made in Guatemala, relaxed fit. This is a $5.50, very popular Levi's jean that people want. There's like 3 or 4 of them that are very popular. And the $5.50 is one of them, $5.05, $5.01. The black wash is selling a little bit better than the regular denim. And maybe that's also just because there's a ton more blue denim than there is black denim. Levi's, made in Guatemala, like I said. I am in a group, if I am learning correctly, and I might have to do a video on this or follow up on this. On the back side of these older tags, there's a bunch of numbers here. And in the middle, it says 0302. And that's how you know the month and date that these were produced. So 0302 would be March of 2002, which would make them vintage, 23 years old, actually this month. So I will put in Y2K black wash Levi's 550 in size 34-32, which is a great size. The last pair I had that was similar to this sold for 30 bucks. And I paid $8.99, which is a little bit higher for me. However, I felt pretty confident in the style, the size, that it's vintage. 30 bucks minus my cost of goods is still a $15 to $20 profit. Let's see some stuff. What's this? Oh yeah, see now this was a new to me brand. You guys could look it up. And this is a purse. It's Perlina. And the comps were really good. Perlina. $5.99. I hate where they tag this. They like sometimes ruin items. But like I always tell you guys, all of the hardware had the logo on it, which typically says that they spent more time producing the item. It doesn't necessarily mean the resale value is fantastic. It's 100% leather purse. Perlina. Lots of zippers. I thought that it's vintage because look at this pocket, you guys. Like you put your flip phone in here. Can you see that? I know my lighting's always a little bit funky down here. But it's like this is where you'd put your old Motorola phone, like your old Nokia, boop, into this. So vintage, 100% leather, Perlina, made in New York. Lots of good pockets. The solds for this bag were in the $30 range. I had never heard of this. That's how I'm going to market and sell it. And hopefully, remember that one video I did and I was actually looking up solds right here? Because then, we all know exactly. Should I do that again, or did you guys not like that? Because I'm pausing everything to look up, comps. Perlina. Also, I like to give you guys the right information. And I am like honest. I'm one of those weird people who can't go to sleep at night if I said hi odd to someone, I'm thinking about it at like 11 o'clock at night. Like it's not within me to lie to anybody. So here I just pulled up the comps, 29, 22 plus shipping that are similar to mine. 22, there's a lot of different styles. Some of these don't apply to what I'm doing. So I took a chance. I don't do a ton on bags and other types of accessories, but I am going to market it that way, and looks like I'll get $25. Another Lori Goldstein. This one, again, longer length, purple. You want to stack all those reasons. Also the prints, like people, if they really collect, right? They really collect this brand or like to wear this brand a lot. They probably want different styles of it or different colors of it. They probably already have the basics. The black one, the gray one, the whatever. They want different colors, different patterns, that type of thing. Look at this. What? Oh. And if you are newer here, plus size has been my bread and butter and something that I have done for many, many years. And it's pretty much always been that way. This was also just like a fun plus size item. Bright and colorful for sure. Longer tunic length. It has some nice details with this V-neck with the buttons, stretchy material, long sleeve, colorful. All of those things I will put in there. A lot of my plus size items go in the $20 to $30 range. So what was this? I'm sorry. It was half off. It was $6, so half off. It was $3. And I'm turning that into $20, $25. Over and over. What else? What else you got in there, girl? Oh, yeah. This is a good one. If you were sleeping because I'm boring, you could wake up for a second. Made in USA of Italian fabric, Eileen Fisher. Eileen. She's my girl. She's been my girl for a long time. I love finding Eileen. The market kind of ebbs and flows. If you find more organic materials, more substantial pieces. This is just a tank top. So not going to be huge. like huge money. However, it was $2.99, and for Eileen Fisher, I was like, I can't let that stay behind. What I did like about it was it has a light gauzy texture. Gauzy cotton is something that you want to put in for spring, summer materials. I was just going to look and see. Viscose and linen blend. So again, with the linen, you know, this isn't going to make me a ton of money because it's not a super substantial piece. I will probably list this around $25. I only paid $2.99 for Eileen Fisher, and I wasn't going to leave that behind. What do we have here? My friends, Toad & Co. This is also a great brand to look out for. Not to be, what's the other one? They have a couple different lines. You want the Toad & Co. There's another one. Someone chime in if you remember, because my brain is dead. That you don't want to pick up. Toad & Co. is where you want to pick up. Made in Turkey. Eco. It's their Eco line. I'm always talking to you guys about fabrics. If you can find things that are recycled materials, made from sustainable sources, you want to, those items could be worth more money, and you want to put that in your description. This is organic cotton, which is an excellent material, and Tencel lyocell, which people do search out that as well. So all those reasons, this was a good pickup. $6.99 for a dress is okay. Here, let me show you. I sold a very similar style, but it was Prana not long ago for like $29. Kind of a cute, it gives me like hiking vibes almost, like, I don't know. Maybe it's like the mountain. But so for all those reasons, Toad & Co., it's their Eco line. You want to put that right in there. Organic cotton, Tencel lyocell. Size large is a good size. And it's a shorter dress, but I would say it's like maybe, you know, thigh, maybe to knee length. Long sleeves, super soft. This is a great piece for those spring, like those spring mornings where you're cold, but you want to look cute. So you have the long sleeves. You can pair it with, you know, some tall boots and a jean jacket. Toad & Co. Organic cotton, all those things. This, I picked it up because I like the material. The brand is ICE. It's a vintage Y2K. And it's 100% silk. And that is one of the main reasons. This is, you know, that's one of the main reasons why I picked it up. And it was cheap. It was $3.99 for 100% silk. I will put all those same tags in there. Obviously, the 100% silk, Y2K. This tank top has like the baby doll, a little bit of the baby doll cut there. Very soft. This almost also gives me like business vibes, like you'd wear that under a blazer. So I might go that route as well. Workwear, office wear, pair with a blazer, all those things. What is this? Oh yeah, I wasn't sure about this, but then the comps looked okay. This is a brand new Speedo. I'm trying to show you guys these tags. Speedo. This is also vintage Y2K. It is an older piece. I thought I actually found the date on it somewhere. I paid $4.99. It's brand new with tags. It's an older style. It's like a muscle tank almost. Sometimes, I've mentioned this before, that sometimes in certain items and certain brands, people actually prefer or like to collect older styles. And I have found that Speedo is one of those that some people do collect the older styles. Why? I don't know. Maybe because they liked the material like way back then, or they liked the way it fit or how they cut it. You know, things were made way different back then. So 20 years ago. This is another, I found this right next to the Eileen Fisher. It's my girl Lily Pulitzer. Oh yeah, I haven't found Lily in a long time. Again, this is not a substantial piece, so it's not going to make me millions. However, it was only $3.99. It feels, I think this is also silk. I think the same person donated several of these items. 100% silk. So that is good. Lily Pulitzer, 100% silk. You know, this is just like a basic. The color's really pretty though. It's like a turquoisey blue. Should I look it up live action and see? Lily Pulitzer silk tank. Lily Pulitzer silk tank. And we'll just do it right here, right now. Right here, right now. Yeah, most of the comps are looking at 19, 20, and that's pretty much where I would think I would be. And I knew that grabbing this item. There's some that are 25, 24, 26, $19.99. So there you have it. This will probably sell around 20 bucks. I paid $4. I wasn't going to say no to Lily Pulitzer for $4. Going into spring, summer, you know, now is the time to grab all those pieces. Oh, is this here's my receipt. I spent $130.70 this day. So there you have it. A bunch of half-offs. You know, I picked up a lot of half-offs in the beginning there. I think the bottom of this is a lot of Lordy logo golds. I don't know why I can't say that word today. Look at all this. See, I could have started a store, a logo store for all my beautiful plus-size babes out there because there was so much, but I couldn't pass it up. I spent a lot of time going through, looking at the different colors, the styles, you know, the patterns and prints. This is another 3X, $3.50. I paid $3.50. The tunic long line goes better. If you have an asymmetrical or shark bite hem, that's better. This very soft jersey knit, beautiful colors. These all day, it's like 25, 25, 25. I loved this color of this one. Look how pretty this is. If you're just paying attention here, here's her. If you see the big LOGO in plus size. Here again with that shark bite hem. That helps cover the hips and the waistline a little bit more. This print is beautiful. Classic sleeve. All of these things. I knew that I had to be, because then I had to be selective, because then once this is done, which this was already 2 weeks ago, so they'll pull all of the purple items, and what they do from there at this one, I don't know. I don't know if they send it off somewhere else, they donate it, I have no idea. So I knew after this, all of these items would be gone. Although sometimes I think they skip certain sections because I see stuff there for like a long time, and I'm like, this has been here. Again, pretty print, long line, long sleeves, lace accent, you know, boom, boom, boom. That has a jersey knit material, which is typically like a rayon spandex. I can just feel it. Slouchy pockets. We all love a good pocket. If it has a pocket, that's just like an extra $2. Oh, this was like a set. So it came with the inner tank top. Again, long, all the same stuff. I don't need to bore you a million times. All of these are $25. This is a two-piece. Very soft material. You know, I do think there's a reason why people love this brand, because the materials are really nice. The quality is nice, and they make, it's like when you find your favorite t-shirt or tank top and you want to buy it in all the colors. This is one of those brands, and I think that's what happens, and I think that's why there's such a large following for her items, because once you feel her items, you're like, oh man, now I want that in every color, or I want it in every style, or I want it with the lace, or all those different, I want it in the tie-dye. This was also a very cute piece. These purples with like this like tan accent, open front, great for layering. Those are all, you know, these open front cardigans, I will probably start closer into the $35 range. My giant bag is empty. That's it. That's the haul. I paid $130. I think I have, I'm going to say 7 to 8 logo pieces that will sell for $25, and I just know that that will be the case. So 8 times 25, you know, I'm already close to paying off whatever I bought in this entire thing. Logo is a QVC brand too, so sometimes those QVC brands have a huge following. And, you know, they're like $70 if you go on QVC or just online to buy it full price, brand new. These items are $60, $70, $80 at QVC. So being able to sell them for $25 to $30 is a significant savings to the customer or to the person who really loves these items. And for me to flip it from $3 to $25 is an excellent flip. And I'm very happy with that. And I always love supporting my fellow plus size babes. 3X is a great size. 1X seems to sit a little bit longer for me, but plus size has been my bread and butter for a very long time. So all of that is just kind of what I know. But obviously you saw some other pieces in there. Ralph Lauren, vintage bibs. I had a Lily Pulitzer and Eileen Fisher. Of course, continue to kind of look for, if you're in the spring or going to spring right now, when you're watching this, remember to look out for all of those things that people will be looking for. I'm selling lots of linens, gauzy textures, nautical prints, stripes, swimsuits, swim cover-ups, water shoes. I'm selling a ton of like Teva shoes. If my sister watches this, she told me I said it wrong. Teva shoe, the Keen, like the water sandals, those types of things. All of that is really popular right now. So definitely dresses, events. We're going into wedding season. So just think of all those things when you're outsourcing. You know, is it the right time period? And it doesn't have to be. I pick up cashmere sweaters pretty much all year long because I just love selling them, and they're so soft and they sell well. But just remember your seasons and what is really selling. Linen is like off the chains for me right now, but that makes sense because it's March, spring break is coming, spring is coming, and that's what people are buying. So there you have it, 130 bucks. Does it say an item count on here? Items purchased, 30 items at $130. So you're looking at about a $4 average cost. Does that make sense? $4 times 30 is 120. So you're at about 12. Now remember, $4 per item. Remember, I did have that elegant dress I bought brand new with tags, which was a higher price. That was a $14 item. And I did also have that denim, that vintage denim pearl snap shirt that I'm going to try on, but it was like $6.99, I think, because I had it at $12.99, somewhere in that range. So overall, with all the pieces, it's an average of $4 per item bought. Again, though, with my Lori Goldstein, that's $25 all day. Some of those pieces I think might even do a little bit better. So not a bad haul. I have another one, another giant haul coming for you. Thanks for being here. Please feel free to ask any questions. Is my lighting okay? Ask any questions. Let me know your thoughts. Do you know these brands? Would you pick them up? I'm always looking, you know, I am nobody special. I mean, I have been doing this for 14 years, but I'm constantly learning. And as I've told you guys before, things that maybe sold for me 2-3 years ago doesn't sell that well anymore. I used to kill it with Eddie Bauer about 5 years ago, all the time, button-up shirts. And now Eddie Bauer is oversaturated and the items go for like $10. So things are always changing. I'm always learning. I do, you know, I tell you guys when I feel very confident in my items. These logo items all day long. Some of the other items, you know, maybe they will sit a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I'm still learning more about the Ralph Lauren, what's really selling with that. You know, this purse, you know, it's going to be a $25 sale. 100% leather, but I don't do a ton in this. So I like to be as transparent as possible and let you know what I have going on. I just did a what sold video. I had like a great, if you are interested in learning more and seeing what actually sold, I do 1 to 2 what sold videos a week typically. I've had some really good sales, and I'll usually throw in a couple stinkers too because, like I said, I'm nobody special. I have things here that I sell for $5 just because I want to get rid of it. Sometimes it be like that, y'all. Sometimes that's just reselling. Sometimes you don't understand why something sat for so long, you know, and that's okay. It's part of the biz. I'm going to go put this, organize it into my other shelf back here, and I'm going to go list. I did my shipping. I did my cross-posting, my relisting with my my Nifty app. If you're looking into reseller tools, if you're looking at something to help you relist, delist, cross-post, and it actually sends out offers, and it will relist with a discount, which I really love. So if something's been sitting for 60 days, you can set it, hey, relist this, but set it at 10% less of a price, and maybe it'll move because you knocked a couple dollars off of it. Love, love, love Nifty. There's a link in my information if you're looking for something like that. If you're ready to up your game and you have enough items to, if you're brand new and you only have like 50 items, it's probably not worth your time. But if you got a couple hundred and you're getting the ball rolling and you're looking to kind of, you know, streamline some of the things you do or to up your game, I would highly recommend it. I have had an app help me with my Poshmark and eBay and Depop and Croy for a couple years that I've been using. Nifty is a newer one. It used to be called Auto Posher, and I just started using that a couple months ago. I switched over because it's like all in one, which I really, really love. So ask any questions. I'm so glad you're here. If you made it all the way to the end, good job. I love you. I appreciate you so much, and I will be back soon. Check in, say hi. Bye.